Hello and welcome to my YouTube. Today's video is going to be similar to the previous video that I posted. As you can see, same setup, same clothes, same makeup. I'm filming this on the same day, obviously. So this is going to be a gift guide video for him. So this could be for boyfriends, brothers, parents, well, fathers, grandfathers, friends, whatever. And this I thought might help. I think I find men the hardest people to buy for. My boyfriend especially is the hardest person to buy for, and my stepdad. So difficult because they just never want anything. Like, my stepdad just buys things when he wants it, and my boyfriend just never gives me ideas. I have to try and think of things, and it's really difficult sometimes. My brother's easy, and we'll start with what I always get him. So for my brother, I always buy him Aftershave. I just think it's a pretty classic present to buy someone. There's a few that I know smell nice because they're what I buy as gifts, or what the person wears, so I buy them as gifts. So my brother always wears the Hugo Boss Aftershave. Again, I will link all these things down below. So I buy it's in the yellow bottle. It's just like the classic Hugo Boss one. I have bought him the one that's in the white bottle with the green writing. I think that was like unlimited or something like that. And the dark blue one also smells really nice. Hugo Boss just do some really nice aftershaves, and you can get them quite cheap on offer, or on certain websites. Another one that's really nice is Gucci Guilty. That's really nice to do a for her and a for him fragrance. I've not personally smelt the women's one. I've only smelt the men's, and they do quite a few different ones. I know they've got like a green bottle. There's a lighter grey and a darker grey bottle. I'm not sure. There's a brown one as well. I think it's the dark grey one that I buy. It's what my boyfriend wears, so I always buy that for him. And then also Dior Sauvage. I think that's a pretty classic fragrance that men wear. And you can get like an aftershave balm for that. So whether you can get a set for someone that, you know, wet shaves or whatever. I just think aftershaves, really classic and easy thing to buy someone. The next thing is probably a bit boring, but if they've got a Xbox or PlayStation, whatever, you could either like offer to pay for their Xbox Live for the year, or I don't know what the equivalent is of the PlayStation, but if there's an equivalent, then pay for that. Actually, I don't think there is. I think for PlayStation, do you get it for free to go online? I'm not sure, but I know Xbox, you have to pay for Xbox Live or points. I know some people don't pay for things and don't use points, but you know, I think even if they don't personally spend their own money, if you were to give them points for them to put towards FIFA packs or COD or whatever they play, then they would still use it because, you know, you've bought it. I think they would still use it and still enjoy it. The next thing would be either something like a nice wallet or a nice belt or a nice wash bag. I previously bought my boyfriend, it's a black leather Tommy Hilfiger wash bag. It's quite a good size for them to take away, or when they come to stay at your house, or when you go away, or when they go with their friends, whatever. I just think it's really nice. It's a nice gift. It's something that's, you know, they're going to use it, so it's just something to help add it up. And you don't have to get expensive ones. You can get some really nice leather ones. I'll link some below. I don't know if I'll be able to find the one that I brought because it was a couple of years ago now. But you could get like the sport ones, like the Nike Adidas ones, if you know they're just going to throw it in their football or rugby bag or whatever. You could get ones that are a little bit less expensive because, you know, it's probably going to get ruined, or you can find some more expensive ones. Tommy Hilfiger, Barbour do some nice leather ones. There's just some really nice brands. You can spend whatever your limit is, and you can go up and you can find some, you know, nicer designer ones. I don't know, Gucci might do nice ones if that's within your limit. Again, a nice wallet from a brand that they like. You can find cheaper, just leather, nice ones on ASOS, or Topman or that kind of thing. But again, you can get branded ones if that's within your limit. And the same with belts. My brother's got a nice Hugo Boss belt. But again, if that's not within the limit that you want to spend, ASOS do some good, really nice leather things, or maybe not always leather, but they just do some really nice things that you can buy. The next is probably quite specific to the man in your life that you're buying for, but either a watch or men's jewellery. Watches, obviously, you can spend a lot of money on watches. Again, if that's in your limit, you want to spend that, you can do that. But there's some other nicer watches that you can get for a bit cheaper. They still set you back a couple of £100, but, you know, a nice watch, you're probably going to spend that. You can spend thousands, but just you can get some that are nicer just for a couple of £100. Also men's jewellery, again, you can probably look on ASOS, you know, if they like to wear necklaces or bracelets and rings, that kind of thing, you know, I think they look quite cool for people to wear. So you can find online plenty of different jewellery places. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just think, you know, it's quite a nice idea if they do wear it to get them jewellery. Also linking in with watches, you could get a fitness watch, so a FitBit or a Apple or Samsung watch. I believe that's got like the fitness element of it as well, or a Garmin. Garmin's are quite good for when you can get like ones that GPS track and they show maps for like cycling and that sort of thing. Obviously quite specific. An Apple Watch is quite good. I have an Apple Watch, and you can get different obviously bands. I've got a nice silver band for this as well, but because I'm at work every other day or at work this week, I just keep this one on for work. But obviously you can track working out and that sort of thing, but you can have other things on it, you know, music and your messages and that type of thing. And I just think, you know, if you've got the money to pay for it and you would like to, an Apple Watch is a good, I didn't include that in watches actually, an Apple Watch is a good one to go for. So the next thing is something that's similar with girls, but instead of pajamas, I'd say maybe like tracksuit loungewear, joggers. You can go boxers and socks, you know, Calvin Klein's are expensive for 3 pairs for £35–40, so that's always a good buy. Socks, I know a lot of men like to wear branded socks, whether it's Nike, Adidas, Puma, Kappa, whatever they wear. Obviously they're a bit more expensive for them to buy just every so often, or every day. So socks and boxers, and then tracksuits, again, you can find some really nice ones. Boohoo Man actually do some nice ones, and so do ASOS, but again, you can get the branded Nike, Adidas, that sort of thing, whatever brand they like. Lounge actually do some nice men's tracksuits. I don't know if that's a brand many men wear, but yeah, and you could get yourself something nice in there too when you're buying for them. The next thing would be some sportswear. So if you know they like going to the gym or running, you could get them like a sports top or some shorts or trainers. That's always a good one. You could get trainers either for sportswear, or if you know that they like trainers as a fashion statement. I know a lot of people wear Jordans or Air Jordans at the moment. If you can find a nice like pair, a lot of people I think go through Instagram accounts where they source them for you. So if you could go through either of them to find some one of a kind of ones, or if there's just a nice pair of shoes that they like wearing, you could get them then. But going back to, yeah, sports footwear, whether maybe football boots they want, you'd probably have to ask them for that more specifically. I know nothing about football boots, so you would have to ask obviously specifically for them what they like, or just running trainers, Nike ones, Adidas, you can get them anywhere. ASOS, Sports Direct are often quite discounted. I actually managed to get a pair of Nike trainers on there the other week for £28, which I thought was really good. And I can't fit into children's sizes because I have big feet, so they were adult size trainers that I bought for £28. Also thinking of sort of the gym fitness side, you could go for things to use at the gym. So like the bands or weights, you know, a lot of people at home, obviously gyms aren't open because of lockdown, so you could get them weights and mats and that sort of thing for them to use at home. You can get specific things that you hold, and that's for your muscles in your arm, I think, or like the push-up bars that they use on the floor, or pull-up bars that you put on the door, but also just things like protein bars, protein powder, and like pre-workout powders. I think they're, you know, they can spend a lot of money on them, so to get them gifted is quite a nice idea. And Protein World, I think they do like cookies and brownies as well. Do you know other things that try? I feel like if they're buying for themselves, they're going to buy protein bars, but it would be nice maybe if you got them, say a box of them, and then just a couple of other bits to try, just for them to try. Grenade bars are really nice. They're about £2.50 a bar though, but if you go on Amazon, you can get boxes for cheaper, and probably will be able to with Black Friday. So maybe keep an eye out on Amazon. It's always worth checking Amazon for all of these things really, because they do have other brands on there, and they sometimes or quite often are discounted, especially with Black Friday coming up. Another thing you get for them, it's a bit more difficult. I didn't include this in the for her one, but I thought about this after for him. Like an experience or a day out, obviously quite difficult to book things, but you could buy them something else and then say, like, when we're allowed, I want to take you to do this, or a car track experience day, or whatever they like. You could take them and do like a rum tasting or a whiskey tasting or beer tasting, that kind of thing, wine tasting, depending on what they like. And it's a nice thing that you can do together, so it's a little present for you and them. Or you could say, oh, when lockdown's over, we're going to go to London for the night and I'm going to pay for a hotel and a restaurant, that kind of thing. Just think it's really nice, and something then that you'll have a memory of. Another thing which I included in the for her box, which is going to be the last thing, is a box with their favourite things in. So as I said, with for her, you could include like the Xbox voucher for points, maybe not their live, because I think live's a bit expensive, but you could like £10-15 worth of points on a voucher for them, their favourite chocolate, their favourite alcohol, or if they like coffee, like for coffee machine, the powders or beans. You'd include boxers and socks and that sort of thing. You know, you maybe within that hamper you put in an IOU day out or night out somewhere, I don't know, not night out as in partying, night out as in sleeping in a hotel. There's lots of things you can put in a hamper. It just really depends what they like. If they like books, get them a nice book. It's just I sometimes think men are a little bit more difficult to buy for. So include in the hamper like some jewellery pieces. If they have mentioned in passing that they would like to try some jewellery out, you could get them a piece to start off with. Maybe a ring, because, you know, a ring or a bracelet, because then it's not like a big necklace hanging from the neck that it's a bit daunting to wear for the first time. But a ring or a bracelet, you know, can be hidden. I think sometimes maybe men don't like to wear it because of other people's opinions. I'm not really sure, but yeah, you can include that. You can include their favourite hair products. I'm sure most men use gels or waxes or hairspray or something. Include that in the hamper. I think sometimes hampers are quite a good idea to just put lots of little bits in. You don't have to spend a fortune. You can pick up lots of little bits over an amount of time. But when you give it to someone, there's like 10 to 20 things in there which they will love. I also found the website, I can't think what it's called, I'll link it below. It's like Rum and Gin, and they do their own like boxes, and it's like a full-size bottle of gin. Some have glasses in, and then like minis as well, or something like that. There's plenty of pre-made hampers that you can find online, and you could again go on, not on the high street or Etsy, and find things. I do sometimes find it quite difficult to buy for men on them websites, because I don't think they like the little knick-knack type things that girls like. Prints, I mean, I'm not saying they're like gender specific, but I just think as a present, like I personally would love a print, but I can't imagine like my brother being like, oh wow, a print. You get my, I'm not, you know, each to their own, but I just can't imagine my brother or like my stepdad getting excited over that. And yeah, that rounds up my Christmas gift guide for him video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and you enjoyed the last two videos. Just wanted to put up something a little bit Christmassy, and that I know people look for this time of year, you know, just for some ideas. I personally like to watch them, especially the for him ones, to try and think of ideas for different people. My stepdad, as I say, is really hard to buy for. They don't always help, but you know, might just help you think of something else while someone's talking about something. I don't know, it can just help a little bit, just to give you some ideas. Anyway, I hope it's helped someone find something for a loved one, boyfriend, brother, dad, and you all got a little bit of inspiration from it to find some Christmas presents. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below if there's any videos that you'd like to see. I do have some more ideas to sort of take me through to next year, but if there's anything people will think of, then you know, I can add it to the list, or it could be an extra upload in a video. Anyway, thank you for watching.